welcome to episode 10
of
Friendship Pending
with
Jessica.
and Jordan
And we are back. Yes, we're in the same clothes because we are doing 2 episodes today.
in one day.
Because we have been busy.
Very busy.
So, don't mind the outfits.
Don't mind the saggy bathing suit.
I don't know what's happening with the damn staticiness.
I know.
Is it like... There you go. Okay. Well, so last episode we talked about all of
Taylor's updates.
Jordan's updates that had to deal with Taylor.
Yeah.
And
now we're going to talk about Jessica.
Yeah, so it's been almost 3 weeks that we haven't seen each other.
You're right, because we did 2 episodes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like just thinking about it because when I started I haven't seen you since I've started.
Yeah.
So
you work Monday through Friday now.
Yes, I know. I love it. I won't change it. So I started my job. I've been working there 3 weeks now.
Awesome!
Yeah. I love it. So I have my new work phone. I have a laptop and an iPad. Literally all. I have my own desk at work. Love it. Put a little picture of Jason up there so no one touches it.
You can put a little picture of me too.
Yeah, right? Just your little smiley face at me. But we've been training. Like, I've been with my boss. I love my boss so much. He's great. He goes 1,000 miles a minute, though. Yeah. He has so much shit on his plate. It's insane.
Yeah.
And, like, what gets me sometimes is, like, we'll be sitting there and he'd be, like, training me on something, and then he'd be like, okay, I'm gonna show you how to do this. So whatever the case may be, let's say it's Salesforce. He's going to train me on that. In the moment we're going ready to train, he'll get a phone call and then 10 other things happen. And he has to handle all these 10 other things, but then he always goes back to, okay, let's get back to what I was showing you. But in the meantime, we just put out 10 fires.
Right.
In between all of this. And it's just like, I was telling Ryan, it's crazy to me how much he has going on, but he still manages to remember that he needs to do everything that he needs to do. Like, he'll get a call, and he'll be like, yeah, I'll look into that, I'll get back to you. And it's like, sometimes he doesn't write things down, sometimes he does. But somehow, by the end of the day, he's done all the things that he's promised. Yeah. And I'm like, I love that about that. It, like, just makes me, like, he cares. Yeah. So I've been driving around with him for a while now, like, but... And I've had the last 3 weekends off. Well, now like 5 because I took a couple weekends before.
Right.
But this is so different to me. I'm still getting used to it because I hit Thursday and I'm like, oh man, I would really enjoy my Thursday off again. Because, you know, it was like that little
midweek
separation. But then it's like, I can actually wake up on Friday morning and be like, it's Friday.
Yeah.
I get the weekend off. And it's so nice. And I feel like my Fridays, I'm just so happy and enjoyed. And I'm like, this is so great. I get the weekend off.
Do I hit the song again?
You want? Sorry about that, guys. We had a little interruption with the internet. Stupid internet. It's probably because it's 100 degrees outside. And it's like, I don't know how to work.
Yeah.
Well, anyways. So I forgot my train of thought, but...
you've been riding around with your boss.
Yeah, I've been doing surveys. There's so much information. Like, everyone there is so amazingly nice. So nice. And so, like, if you need anything, just reach out. If you need anything, I know. Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
There we go. If you need anything, just reach out.
Yeah, they're like, if you need anything, reach out. If you need help with anything, don't be afraid to ask. Like, everyone. How's it going? How's your first couple weeks? Like, nonstop. I've been in trainings. I am now CPR certified, so if you ever need mouth-to-mouth, I got you. I know how to give a CPR. Uh-huh. So, yeah, I had to do a whole class on that. That was 4 hours long.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Yeah. CPR, and also how to, like, in an emergency, how to handle a situation, like if someone breaks a bone, if something, like how to wrap it, how to give a tourniquet, like all of those kind of things. Like, what?
Nothing.
Is he watching?
No.
And listening?
No.
Put his AirPods in. So yeah, so that's great. So now I could save a life if I really want to. So.
If
Yeah.
I really want to. But if you die on my watch, it's because I didn't want to save you.
Yeah, and then I learned all about the Good Samaritan Act. Like, you can't be sued for saving someone's life, because that was like my question. I was like, I hear all these times that people like wanted to die and they sue the person that saved them and stuff like that, and it like every state has this law where you can't get sued for it. I was like, okay, this girl.
It's because you always watch me. So
I know.
I just do it on purpose. I was licking my rib.
Yes, she was. But yeah, so there's that. I got my first big girl paycheck, so thank you very much. It was not
Yay.
very different.
Oh,
It was
good.
like $20 more actually, but that's also because like my insurance hasn't been taken out yet because I just enrolled in it.
Yeah.
So, but honestly, it's gonna be like $160, I think, a month or every paycheck.
Difference?
No, that's how much my insurance will be pulled out. So that's pre-tax.
Yeah.
So I don't really think it's going to hurt me too much.
Right.
I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. But yeah, so that's all going to come out. So I got that. I'm going to get my mileage. We input that on the 4th and get paid out the second paycheck, I think, of the month. Or the 15th. One of the two. I don't know how it works. I'm still learning all this stuff. But everywhere I drive, I get paid. So all my mileages are saved. Like, I have this little thing on my phone, and then I hit start, stop, start, stop. So that's great.
That is great.
And then having like a work phone to where I don't have to use my personal phone is awesome.
Yeah.
I just also got my business cards. So yeah, I have my badge, my business cards. I can get in and out from wherever I want to go.
Yeah.
So it's been really nice. I did my first actual meeting with my team. Well, I met my team this week, my entire team.
Okay.
Earlier this week.
Had you not met them before?
No, because I've been in Stillmore a lot.
Okay.
So my office is in Ventura.
Okay.
So my territory is from Simi Valley, Thousand Oaks, Moore Park, all the way up to Goleta. Like, I have all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have technically 6 sales reps that are underneath me. And they have each part of the like, one person does Thousand Oaks, Moore Park, another one does this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I do have one open route right now. We just hired someone, but he's worked with the company before for one of the routes. Yeah, and so then there's an open route right now, so I know we're looking. So I met them, which is great. I then had a meeting on Friday. We had a training that we had to do from 8:30 to 9, so I had my team meet me at the Ventura office, just me.
Mm-hmm.
So I like brought donuts and I had them all in there, and they were all very great. It was great. Like, it was nice. It was like my first without Steve.
Mm-hmm.
He had stuff he had to do, so he was like, "Why don't you go do this?" And I'll go. And I'm like, "Cool." And I went out on my own. And I did my first couple surveys. I went and checked on a couple accounts, and I'm just introducing myself.
Yeah.
We also had a meeting because we are in charge of Fiesta, which is on State Street in Santa Barbara. They do it every single year.
Okay.
They close down State Street. Well, it's always closed down, but they close it down further.
Uh-huh.
So there's like a strip of closed down, but then it goes all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like this big pub crawl. Like, they just go from bar to bar to bar to bar. It's a bar crawl. And it's from the 30th to the 3rd. So July 30th to August 3rd.
August?
No, August 3rd. And they literally, like, it's a whole weekend kind of event, and people go. And Constellation, who supplies like Modelo, Corona, Pacifico, they're the sponsor of it.
Okay.
And so we go, since we supply it, we go up there and we like have to decorate everything. Of course, like, the competitors go up there and try to decorate too.
Yeah.
But we getting in there early.
So
we went, like, me and my boss went up there, and we like was doing some scouting because we wanted to kind of get the lay. And then one of my guys is in charge of that whole area, so it's pretty much going to be me, him, and Steve that'll be like handling this, and we're going to be like busy. Like, we have to get things in, we have to get it decorated. Like, there's another team that comes in and helps decorate, but I was told that I get to stay up there, so I'll be staying at the Santa Barbara hotel.
Guess who's crashing in your hotel room?
I get to stay there Thursday through Sunday.
Guess who's crashing in your hotel room?
And yes, Thursday and Friday I'll be working.
Right.
But Thursday they're doing like a dinner for like my on-premise team and everything like that and us. And then Friday they're doing like this bar crawl. So like anyone that wants to go in that that works with us, Constellation is renting a bus, like a party bus kind of thing, and it's gonna track them back from from our warehouse to like our office to State Beach. So they'll like take them back and forth.
Mhm.
But since all would be there, but pretty much I've been told, don't bring your wallet. Everything's paid for.
Nice.
And they're like, and then you just go crashing. So like I was out there with my boss, and I was like, I was like, okay, well, where do you think I should stay? And he was like, well, everyone's gonna be staying over like down a little bit. And I was like, okay, well, I don't mind staying there. Like if it's gonna be cheaper, like me thinking like the cheaper bet, whatever.
Right.
He's like, no, I would just stay at this hotel, so you're right on it, and you could just come out and go back, and you don't have to drive or anything. I was like, okay, if you insist,
Right.
don't twist my arm.
Right.
I'll stay there. And so he was like, yeah, just stay there. That way you're here, and then you don't have to like. So I'll have
That way, if anything pops up, you're right there.
Yeah. And so I was like telling one of my guys that's in charge of that area, Bill is his name, and I was like, well, I'll be here to help you because he lives out there, so he's close anyway, so he won't have to worry about it. But I'm like, it's so great that they're like, oh yeah, and if you want to stay, if anyone want like, of course we can't let everyone stay, but if people like, especially since I'm
Right.
the supervisor of that like I'm gonna have to be there, like I
Mhm.
have to make sure things are getting done, things are getting up, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm like,
This is the end of July?
yeah. So if you guys are in town or up there,
Not you guys.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm running away for the weekend.
Come on up. I told Ryan too. I was like, hey, if you want to come up after work on Friday, come up. So I'll be doing that. I'm so excited. This is my first event that I'm gonna do.
Mhm.
It's so exciting. So I've been in like 2 meetings with them. I've already met like people from there, and it's just like everyone's just so great.
Mhm.
Like, and I know not everyone's gonna be like that, but so far these 3 weeks, I have not had a moment where I'm like,
I should have stayed.
yeah, not once.
Yeah.
Just the excitement that I get from like other people that I'm there, and like what people say is like, oh my god, she's gonna be great in that role. She's gonna fly in that role. She's gonna be great when she gets in there. And everyone's like, take her time. We know it's a lot. There's a lot of apps that you have to use. There's a lot of processes that you have to do. There's a lot of this. And I'm like, my biggest thing is like I'm learning everything from scratch.
Right.
Because I've been such in this like retail world
Yeah.
that learning something new. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, learning something new and trying to process it all.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we're figuring it out. We're
Yeah.
getting it. But I have not regretted my decision.
Good.
One bit.
Good.
I'm just so happy to get going. And like, it's still very nerve-wracking going into accounts.
Yeah.
Like, so Friday is like I was by myself and I had to do surveys, and so I'm like walking into these accounts and I was like, yeah, I have to do surveys, make sure the lines are getting cleaned. I don't know why it's static.
I don't know. It's the headphones.
It's that one.
That one's yours.
Sorry, guys. Okay. But I walk in, I'm like, oh, I feel like I don't belong in the kitchen. I'm going in the kitchen because I'm going to the fridge where the kegs are, because
yeah.
I'm looking for the stickers to make sure the line cleaning's being done, and like all these things I have to take pictures. But it's like also remembering what our beer is, because in Ventura and Sylmar, it's a little different. Like
Right.
here we have 805 in Sierra Nevada. Out there we do not.
Oh.
And so like when I'm looking at things, I'm like, oh shit, which one's ours?
Yeah.
And so like doing all of that, just also like there's places that are not open, and so they'll like be open because they're like prepping, and so like Steve just walks in, and I'm just like, oh my god, he just like feels like it like owns the place, but I'm over here like, hello.
Knock, knock, knock.
I know.
Can I come back there, please?
I'm just like, I need to check, and they're like, oh yeah, so cool about it, but I'm like so
Well, I
nervous.
also feel like Ventura County is like more laid back than LA County.
Yeah. I think so.
You know?
And I just have to, I think that's what I have to get out of my mind is because I was in West Hollywood for 2 years.
Yeah.
So I had all that like stuck-upness,
Yeah.
let's say. Oh my god.
What?
I made us new ones at the start of this video and she's finished it. I have to catch up a little bit. That's what happens when I talk and she doesn't. But honestly,
It was delicious.
But it's been
1 week since you looked at me.
yes. It's been great. I'm so happy. I love it. I feel like such a big girl, but I do hate the fact that I have to pick out an outfit every single day. Sometimes.
I mean, let the nip fly.
That's not what I mean. I do wear sometimes low cut shirt, like lower, and then some are just. I gotta be
Professional.
Yeah. I have to do my makeup every single day, whereas when I was working at BevMo, there was days I was like, fuck it, I'm not wearing my makeup. I'm gonna just sweat it off. But now I'm like,
life.
yeah. But now I'm like, no, I gotta get up and I gotta make sure I do my makeup, I get dressed, have my hair done. Like I can't be half-assed it. Everyone's dressed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, But it's been good. I need to realize that I need to go shopping.
What a bummer.
I think I'm gonna start going through and getting rid of a lot of my clothes because it's just not my style anymore. I'm finding myself I like the way I'm dressing professionally, but I don't want to like carry that like on the outside, but like there's certain shirts and stuff I want to do with like jeans. Like I don't always want to be in sweat or like leggings and stuff like that. Like I don't know if that makes sense.
No.
So
like this?
Well, this is what I always wear. This is my comfy like chilling, doing errands kind of stuff. But like if I get dressed to go somewhere, I want to be a little bit more.
You've always been the little fashion.
Oh my god, put more together.
Yeah.
But like I'm noticing.
I'm like, hey, do I look cute? I have jeans, a tank top, and a flannel wrapped around my waist, and she's like, that's my cozy doing errands outfit. And I'm like, oh, my bad.
No, but I'm like, I have a lot of. I don't have like basics. But then also things that like I can dress up.
Well, tell me what these basics are, because I probably don't have them at all.
Just like basic tees and stuff like that, but tight, like the tighter tees. Like I don't want like flowy. I want something tighter. I want things that are like more fit to me.
Fitted. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm really like
Not
realizing because I'm like I wear. At first, I wanted those tight pants, work pants. You know, when I was like explaining it to you, but I've really enjoyed the flowy pants with the belt.
Okay.
But I want a fitted shirt. Because before what I was thinking, I was like, oh, I'll have the tighter pants.
But a flowy shirt.
But it makes me look bigger. Whereas if I have the tighter shirt with the flowy pants, I feel like more
slim.
Yeah. And I find it that I like that on my body more than the other way around.
Okay.
And it took me a minute to like realize that, but now I've been obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And so now I need shorts to go with it.
Shorts.
Shirts to go with it. But I also need some like long sleeve because in Ventura, as you all know, it's not 100 degrees out there. And in our office, the lady likes to keep it at like 70 degrees. Yeah. So I'm sitting there like, I need a jacket, but I don't always want to wear a jacket because then it's just like an extra thing you have to carry around.
Right.
So, yeah, I love it.
I really wish Styles for Less was still around.
And I just walked into the mall because we did surveys on Wednesday out here. So I was in Santa Clarita and I was like, ooh, this is my town. So I went into a bunch of places with Steve. We went to like, we had to do menu surveys. So we have to go around and snap pictures of the menu and the drinks and stuff. So we had to go to Salt Creek, Cheesecake. We had to go to Volcano.
No, of course you did.
And so we were going into Volcano. I was like, oh, this is my favorite restaurant. And he was like, yeah, it is really good. I was like, I love it so much. And mind you, this is Wednesday, so I've already been sick for 3 days. I
Mhm.
hadn't eaten a full meal. And he was like, well, you deserve lunch. And he was like, let's eat lunch here. And I'm like thinking to myself, like, fucking A. Fucking A. I hope I keep this shit down because I am not turning down sushi.
Did
And
you keep it down?
I kept it down.
Okay.
And it was a lunch menu, which the lunch menu, they changed.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so they get, like, they have options for, like, different sushi rolls, and they give you, so you can pick 2, but it's half rolls.
Oh.
And I really enjoyed it, so I had that.
Yeah.
And so then we went to Salida, and then we went to a couple other places, and then he was like, okay, I need to go. He had to go meet for a meeting. And he was like, I'd pretty much be done for the day. And so I told him, I was like, because on the list, we had to have this whole list done at the end of the day. And I was like, well, I can hit up. There's a couple more lists on the thing. So, like, Madre was one of them, and then Sabor was another one.
Mhm.
So I was like, well, I'll just hit those on my way home since it's on my way home. So I did that also by myself. But it was so cool to be in Santa Clarita.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I also don't want to be, because if I'm in Santa Clarita, I'm also in Silmore and San Fernando and stuff. I'm like,
Right.
no.
No.
But I will have recommendations shortly with places to go. We went to a couple, like, on State Street, and,
Mhm.
like, O'Malley's was really cool. We went in there because that's one of the bars that we're going to probably get to, like, decorate and stuff. But, like, we went in there to do a survey. It was so cool. It's an Irish pub.
Yeah.
I love it. It was so cool. The guy was nice. It was great. Like, the whole area. We went to different ones. I'm taking him. I want to go.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've never been there.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm
Well,
excited to try a bunch of different places and see a bunch of different places.
Well, that's good
Yeah,
and exciting.
it's so exciting. I do have one problem. Child, I should call him on my team, but that's something we'll deal with.
Why? What's going on?
I think there's some forgery happening. And you know me, when I start to see, because I have to approve everyone's pictures. So we have, like, features, incentives. And so we do a lot of, like, if we get a sign up in a bar, in a restaurant, whatever the case may be, we take a picture and we get paid for it. Well, I was starting to approve on them on Friday, and I started looking at them, and I was like, this doesn't look normal. Looks like it's just taped onto a wall on the outside of a building. So then I was like, I'm not going to prove that yet. I'll ask Steve. I'll get his opinion. And I go to another one. It's a different wall. Not the same thing. Posted on there. Nothing else around. I'm like, and you could tell that it's outside and not inside. Because, like, the brightness of the sun and everything like that. You could tell.
Mm-hmm.
So there's, like, 7 of them in there. And so as I'm looking at these, and I'm doing my surveys on Friday, I was like, you know what? I'm out and about.
Yes.
Let me just go check it out. I go to 2 of them because I was like, I'm not going to drive. Like, I had to be back at the office at a certain time
Right.
to talk to Steve. And so I was like, I'm just going to go check. So I checked 2 accounts.
They weren't there.
They weren't there. And I took a picture of one of them and the other one I couldn't, because I had to park on the side of the street. And so I couldn't get a parking spot. And so I didn't want to go park far and then walk back and take a picture. So I, like, drove by it, and I was like, it wasn't there. Like, I could clearly see where it was posted.
Right.
But the other one, I have a picture clear as day, matching where it supposedly was. Yeah. Not there. So I called my boss. I was like, what are we going to do? So we're going to pull him in on Monday. Yeah, and he's just so relieved. So he doesn't actually run that account, but I'm like, is it because I'm new? And that's what I told my boss. I was like, is it because I'm new?
Right.
They think I'm new. I'm this girl who's dumb, who's not going to know.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't play that way, because my thing is like, if someone goes into that account and is looking for that,
Right.
I'm going to be held responsible for that.
Right.
That I approved this photo that's not there.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no. We're not doing that. We ain't going to start doing this.
Yeah, no.
Especially this early on.
Yeah, you're not going to pull one over on me.
No. Yeah. That's exciting to find out. I do have this older guy on my team, too. He's older. And he, I guess, went for the role, didn't get it.
Uh-oh. So is he
So
bitter?
he's like that know-it-all guy.
Uh-oh.
He's not bitter. He's really cool. He's really nice. He's been very nice to me. I'll say all of that. But he is like a I know it better kind of guy. I've dealt with them before. And so, like, I've had a couple comments like, "Oh, you'll have to be careful." Don't worry. There's only one alpha in this building. It's me. It ain't gonna be two of us. I've dealt with that in my time with retail too,
Yeah.
because it happens everywhere you go.
100%.
Like you get a role that someone else thought they were more qualified for. They've been with the company longer. You're younger.
Well, I mean, in the studios,
Yeah.
the lower grouping always drives, and then you know
Yeah.
how many times I heard, "Well, I wouldn't have gone this way," and I shot back with, "Well, I don't think you're driving right now." So I guess that's a pretty damn good thing.
Yeah. I just always find it funny that they think that, yeah. That I'm like, no, you might have been here longer.
I mean, most of them were joking around.
Well,
They
for
were
sure.
just trying to like.
I think a
pull
lot
my
of
chain,
times
but-
it's just a little bit of the bitterness inside of them that someone else got it over them, and not only that, not a lot
You
of
got a
times I've had,
position- Well, not only that, but you got a position that's normally internal.
yes, 1000%. I also have found it more often than not that when I overtake a male who's older than me,
Yes.
I get a lot of pushback. And I'm like, that's fine. I have no problem with that because I'm going to put you, we're going to go at it if it has to be, but
Right.
I'm going to be the alpha at the end of the day. And that's what it's going to be.
Right.
But I will take any advice, anything that, like, we could
Constructive
be, yeah,
criticism.
we could be cordial all day long.
Yeah.
And he was told why he didn't get it. So, like, if you can't, and my biggest thing is, like, if someone has gotten past that, which I've been past that many times in my career,
Right.
it's how you react after that.
Right.
And so, if we're going to be negative, then, of course, it's not going to happen. Like,
Mm-hmm.
then it's never going to happen. But, yeah, so, I do have a girl on my team, Lauren. She's come from Edmo, too.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's been with the company. My whole team is pretty much new.
Okay.
Except for the one guy. He's been there 2 years. Going on 3, I think, he said. Out for 3 months. And then the other guy that we just hired, Richard, he worked before on like off sales, so like in stores and stuff like that. And he's back.
Okay.
So now so he kind of like already understands the business. He's just
Right.
learning all the new apps and the policies and all that kind of stuff. But like my whole team is pretty much new. But I love that too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay.
We all have a fresh start. Let's
Mhm.
do it.
So that's another good thing for me, like being new and coming in too. It's like
You're not dealing with 1,000. I know
they've been
it-alls.
here longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So I get to this week I'm gonna go meet a couple of my guys out in the field. I'm probably gonna spend a lot of time. Like I want to get. We've also talking about like we want to get all of our service and our stuff done early because the last 2 weeks of the month
You're crunch.
we're not gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. And so I told the guy that's in charge of the Santa Barbara area, like I want to be out there with him and I want to be introducing myself with him. So that way, like they know both of us. They know that they have our support.
Right.
Whether it's him or me, they can contact either one of us.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for you. That was cute. It's on your boobie.
Sorry, guys. But yeah, I'm a big girl now.
Yay.
I feel like it.
Well, that's super exciting. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm glad that it's like a positive.
I feel a weight lifted off my shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's going to be stressful at times, and I know all these things are going to happen, but the different style of stress is so different. And
Right.
I'm not stuck in a store.
Yeah. You're out in the open.
I'm not stuck.
Which is so great
Yes.
for you.
That's what I need. I need to
Yeah.
be talking to different people. But I have noticed, and I told Ryan this the other day, which I'm shocked myself. I spend so much time around people now that when I have the weekend off, I just want to stay home.
Yeah.
I don't want to be around anyone. I want to veg at home. Sit down.
Which is why it's been 3 weeks since we've seen each other.
Yeah. I get all of my energy put out. I need to recharge during the weekends.
What about me?
Well, you are gone. This girl.
I know.
She's been busy. It's not just me.
It's her. It's all her.
No. I've been like trying to. Well, last week I got sick, and then the other day we were supposed to. I had to take Tinkham to the emergency vet because her little paw nail went into her toe bean. She was very mad at me, and she had to get
She doesn't even like you talking about it right now. Her eyes got big.
Yeah, she had to get a shot in her butt because she had to get her after 3 years. She had to get another rabies shot, so she had to get that. She got all her nails clipped, and then she had to come home with a cone on her head. And then I had to shoot damn nasty medicine down her throat. And she was like that all the way back. Like, hated that shit so much.
Dude, when we have to give our cats medicine like that, like, Jake has to wrap a towel around Mufasa and, like, hold his neck scruff because he's so...
She was backing up, and then I was like...
No. He goes wild. Like, he is, like, trying to get out of that towel and run away. It's hilarious.
I was trying to put medicine on her paw, and they're like, "Oh, how is she doing?" And I was like, "She won't let me touch her paw. Like, she won't let me look at it. Like, I put medicine on in 2 days, and that was it I could do. Like, I couldn't do anything else." And so they're like, when we went, they're like, "Oh, it looks good, blah blah." And I was like, "How?" She was like, "He's like, yeah. When I like grabbed it, she didn't try to pull it away." And I was like, "My cat? Are you talking about the same cat?" He was like, "Yeah, she was totally fine. She didn't hiss. She didn't do nothing." I was like,
"Did you try and do it then in front of him?"
Oh, he knows. He was like, "Oh no, they know when it's their owners.
Yeah,
they're more." I was like, "Makes sense." Mm-hmm. And I was like, "And yet she'll be mad at me, but you guys are gonna be fine." Mm-hmm. But we found her new vet. We love them. They're down the street. The Valencia one down the street, across from Ralph's.
Okay.
There's a vet in there. Okay. And I don't know how long they've been there, but they're great.
Well, I used to take Belle when I got Belle to Cinema Vet.
Where's that?
Over by Keisho's.
Oh, okay.
By Stonefire.
Okay.
Over there. They're great.
Yeah.
They were great.
So I went into there. They were able to see me that first day, like, no problem.
Yeah.
She's an expensive little child, but
all of them are.
Yeah. But they were great. And even the girl was like, "You came early." Because I was like, "Can we put it as close to 5? Because I don't know what time I'm going to, like, for her checkup." And I was like, "Because I don't know when I'm going to get home." So, like, I had gone in there early because I had to, like, force her to get out from underneath the bed. As soon as she, like, came out, I, like, faked a tree and I, like, grabbed her and put her in her carrier.
Yeah.
So then she was, like, mad at me. So I was like, "Screw it. Let's just go down early. Hopefully they can see us. If they can see us, they're great."
Right.
So we get down there, and then she was like, "I saw Tink come in," and I was like, "What the heck? You were supposed to be here till 5. I said, "I know, we got here early." I had her and she was like, "Well, I need to say hi to her, so you need to give her to me for a minute." So she, like, took the carrier, and she was, like, saying hi, and Tink was just loving it.
Yeah.
And I was like, she's like, "I've never had such a friendly cat." And I was like, "Yeah, she's very friendly."
Yeah, she is.
I was like, "We're going to go home, and she'll get her ice cream because she did good." And they were like, "What?" And I was like, "She eats people food, all people food. She will beg and beg and beg."
Yeah.
And they're like, "My cat will only eat chicken." And then the other ones, I was like, "Oh, no. Cheese, anything you put in front of her." And then one of the girls was like, "My cat won't touch anything of people food." And I was like, "Must be nice."
Do you get your own food?
I was like, "God, must be nice."
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was 1 week. And then I got really sick. Mm-hmm. I was stomach flu for days. Like, it was bad.
I know. We were supposed to see each other 2 days before that, and I'm kind of glad we didn't, because
you probably would have gone whatever I had. It was so bad. I couldn't keep anything down. And then I had to fake it to go to work.
Yeah.
And that was horrible because I was in pain, but I was drinking Imodium just to get me through the day. Mm-hmm. It was the first day I got it. The body aches that I had Monday, mm-hmm. when I had texted you, because I was supposed to come over that day. They were the worst body aches I've ever had. I came home, you could not touch me. Yeah. I hurt so bad. Like, I was supposed to do training videos in the office, and I was like, I can't sit here. Yeah. Because I just hurt sitting, and I was popping Advil. Like, and I was like, nothing, it doesn't even, like, take it away. Nothing worked. And then I, like, came home and tried to take a shower. The water touching my skin hurt. And then I checked my temperature. I had 101 or 100.1 fever. So then I was like, okay, well, this makes sense. But then I'm like, get out of the shower. I'm trying to, like, lay down I'm on the couch because I was like, even the bed wasn't comfortable. So I came out here just to like prop myself up and stuff
Right.
like that. And I had the heating pad. I had a blanket on top of me. Tink was with me. I was just nothing. It was so bad. And then I like doubled down with my sleeping pill and my NyQuil. And I knocked the fuck out. Yeah. Knocked out. And I slept the whole night. And then I didn't have body aches when I woke up, but I still had a, yeah. I didn't have, I had like a small fever. It was like a 99.8 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I took some more medicine and stuff, and that kind of went away. But the body aches were gone because that I think was the worst part. Like, because I could deal with my stomach hurting, I can deal with all of that other shit. No pun intended. But I could not.
Yeah.
It was that scene. What is it, Bridesmaids, where she's running out in her wedding dress? That's literally me.
Yeah.
I was coming home and I had to run. I was like, keep the door open. He's like, why? I was like, I have to go to the bathroom for you to throw up. I'm like, no.
You're like, if you really want to know.
I was like, you don't want to know, just leave it open, please. It was so bad.
Yeah.
It's those times where it's like, you don't know if it's going to be fart,
air,
or not.
Liquid.
Mm-mm. And every time it was liquid. So it was so bad. It was like peeing.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I wasn't eating it, so everything was like at that.
You know what's weird? Is that happens to me after eating Chick-fil-A.
Interesting.
Yeah, most of the time.
Every single time?
Yeah.
What the heck?
I eat the Cobb salad and then I'm like literally 30 minutes later in the bathroom.
What's in the Cobb salad? Is there
their chicken, the lettuce, tomato, the corn mix, their avocado lime dressing, egg.
Interesting. Yeah, because we were also like, me and my boyfriend were discussing, like, we had the same like lunch and dinner, but we didn't have the same breakfast. So we were trying to figure out like what, like if it was actually the stomach flu or did I get food poisoning? Because that's also another, like, it could have been either or.
Yeah.
And so like we had all the same stuff. So I was like, the only thing we had different was in the morning, and the only thing I had differently was I had crepes that had like ham.
Oh.
And cheese. So he was thinking maybe it was the pork because he's had it gone before from pork. But everything else we had the same.
Interesting.
Yeah. But that was over and done with, so that was great.
Yeah.
And so now I'm getting there. Like today I had a protein bar when we were getting our car washed and like oil change.
Mm-hmm.
And even just like that was heavy. So I've been like eating smaller portions of things just to kind of,
which is good. Try and get your body used to that.
I just need to start eating again. Healthy. Yeah. And I did go and get fruits. I got like melon, pineapple, and like grapes. Mm-hmm. And so for my lunches, I'm going to put a little bit of each of those with some cheese. And then I got like these carb-friendly, fiber-enhanced like little tortillas. So I'm going to put turkey and cheese and roll them and make a little bowl. Yeah. Yeah. And then I'm going to do like ground turkey, corn, black beans. Look at Tink. I know. Lettuce. Like little bowls for dinner.
Cute. Yum.
Tink. He's your brother.
He's messing with her.
I know. She's like, God damn it.
Well,
that's that.
Yeah. Next episode, maybe we'll find more stories to read.
Oh, yes. I have some stories that I've been saving.
Oh, yeah?
So we'll definitely, I think the next episode we should do that.
Okay. And then after a couple, we'll,
Uh-oh. What?
Look at the corner.
Oh, my God.
We'll,
Jason, would you like to say anything?
Make donuts or something.
Oh, yeah. And we got to do our sushi one.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to make some more videos of us making things and doing things. Come here. Do you want to say anything? We can see you.
Okay.
Anyways, my child doesn't want to say anything, I guess.
No.
We're going to hang up.
Till next time.
Till next time.
We love you
guys. We love you. Jason says goodbye.
I'm trying to put my heart around his face.
Oh, you could have been in there.
Oh, I know. Okay. It would have been cute.
Okay, do it again.
No, just put your fingers down.
Oh my God, that's cute.
All right.
Okay. Well, we love you guys. And
we don't have any highs and lows because last episode was our highs and lows.
Mm-hmm. My high is this child right here. My low is when he doesn't listen to me.
Mhm.
Always listen.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Okay, love you. Bye.